Psst, Cooper. What's with all the police trucks outside and the cameras everywhere, Jamie? I'm not supposed to tell. A new M. Night Shyamalan experience. Trap is next.
Hurry!
From the master of suspense, M. Night Shyamalan.
He's really good!
He is your next-door neighbor and the father of 2 children. But beneath the surface,
This whole concert? It's a trap. Here?
Cooper is someone else.
I've been following him for all 18 victims.
Dad, you're acting weird. Monsters aren't real.
Yes, they are. Trap. Only in theaters August 2nd.
Trap. I want to extend an M. Night Shyamalan ding dong. Welcome to the man that that trapped me into watching another M. Night joint, Sacklunch. Welcome to the show.
It's been a little while since we got to do one of these, and this one I am genuinely like, I have no idea which, because usually we're gonna have a sense of where each other's gonna go, but given kind of your feelings on M. Night Shyamalan, which I'm sure we'll elaborate on.
Yeah.
This one I have no idea what your sense on it is.
All right. Well, you're gonna get it over the next two episodes.
Oh man.
Practice your awkward smiles, dance, and dialogue, and join us for a review of Trap from 2024. The details for this one. A father and his teen daughter attend a pop concert only to realize they've entered the center of a dark and sinister event. I actually like the description better than the trailer this time.
Yeah.
Like, the trailer gives a lot away, more than I would like.
Yeah. I mean, I think it does it intentionally. And look, I think that brings up a good point. It's very spoilery. And the likelihood that we're going to leak a little bit in episode 1 versus next week, that's most likely there's going to be a little bit of dialogue that might spoil.
Yeah, just be aware. We're going to do our best, but maybe not do our best.
Right. Exactly.
All right. This is directed, obviously, by M. Night Shyamalan, and I affectionately call him M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Top billed stars are Josh Hartnett, Ariel Donahue, and Suleika Shyamalan, which, if that tells you anything. Runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes, rated PG-13. Genre on Rotten Tomatoes says mystery and thriller. I think is great.
Yeah.
Compared to IMDb, they're just getting a little hairy with their genres. IMDb says psychological horror, psychological thriller, serial killer, crime, horror, mystery, and thriller. It's like, come on, guys. You just said the same thing like 4 times. Can we just
4 different ways? Yeah.
Try to tighten that up a little bit. Speaking of,
they're always loose, dog.
Yeah, it's true, but that's why we include it, because I needed. Yep. They're listening. I wanted them to be better.
Damn right.
Speaking of IMDb, they give it a 5.8 out of 10 from 138,000 reviews. And Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 57% from the critics and 64% from 2,500 audience ratings. I feel like it's a little high.
Really?
Yeah, just a touch high.
Okay.
That's me leaking out some of my take already.
Getting a sense.
Getting a sense.
I'm getting a sense. Yeah. Okay.
Where to watch this right now? You can stream this if you want to on Max in the United States. I'm not really sure where else it is. Where did you get to see it?
Place I always go.
Just rent it.
Apple. Yeah, just rent it on Apple.
$3.99 seems like not a very good bargain for this one, but maybe you'll think differently. Do you want to get right into popcorn reviews? The reviews?
I really do. Yes, 100%.
All right. Popcorn reviews. The reviews.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Okay, you know the drill. Good
I
first.
want to end on a bad one. Good
okay,
first.
I actually like that. first 10 out of 10. And these are from IMDb users. If you haven't listened to the show, we read some reviews and we talk about them. It's really fun. Join us. Yeah. The title of this review is People Are Being Way Too Harsh, says BRK Locke. Burke Locke.
Okay.
I'm giving Trap 5 stars, which is weird because it's
That's
10.
cold.
It's 10 out of 10, right? So I'm already we're math's hard, okay?
Yeah, you know the type of fans that like this movie because they're so good at math.
Yeah, 5 stars, even though it's 10 out of 10. Not because it's a perfect movie, but because I think the low ratings it received are unfair. I went in with a moderate expectation and was thoroughly entertained from start to finish. The acting, particularly from the lead actor, was top-notch. The tension was palpable, and the twist kept me on the edge of my seat. While it may not be a flawless film, I think Trap deserves more credit than it's getting. If I'm being honest, I'd probably give it 4 stars on an 8 out of 10. But I'm bumping it to 5. Okay. What?
What?
4 stars on an 8 out of 10, but then you bump it to a 5 star to balance out the scales?
I hate that these are my people on this movie. I hate it. I hate that they're my people on this movie.
You might be pleasantly surprised, says BRK Locke. 10 out of 10. Or 4 out of 4, or 5 out of 5, or 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
Okay. Here's your first 1 out of 10. This movie may have more plot holes per minute than any movie in history, says J Money 2. This is one of those movies that only makes sense if every single person on screen is a complete idiot who is bad at their jobs.
Oh, whoa.
And makes incredibly poor decisions.
Clearly, this is not somebody that goes out into the real world these days because there's not a lot of competency in any store that you go into these days.
Anywhere. J Money goes on to say, worse than that, the whole movie seems designed to boost the singing career of the director's daughter. I agree with, actually. And the daughter, who has little acting experience, is tasked with playing a pivotal role. He shows complete disrespect for the audience by choosing her. Okay. Josh Hartnett seems to have fun chewing the scenery, but his performance is over the top. Allison Pill is the only one in the movie who can really act. She's tremendous, and she deserves to be in movies better than this one. 1 out of 10.
I mean, look, I get it, but I thought Josh Hartnett's performance was exactly what it was supposed to be, and I think he's a great actor. I don't understand why he isn't in more like actual blockbusters and has more leading roles. I don't know all the backstory with Hartnett, but I've been a fan for a long time.
Yeah, I don't mind Josh Hartnett as an actor, and I think he's done well in other films. Yeah. I don't think so in this one. Let's get to the reviews before everything spills out of me.
Okay.
Deblow7. I don't know what that means, but that person says Shyamalan is back. To be honest, Shyamalan's movies are really hit or miss. True. To the point I didn't know if I wanted to see this one in the theaters, but I'm glad I did. It was excellent and suspenseful, and you could say the twist was right up front, but overall it was more of a thriller than horror. My only complaint is the stadium dance sequences went on a little too long.
That's their only complaint. Oh, man.
It felt like they were just filler. The second half of the movie turned out really good. Surprising ending. It reminded me of Split in a few ways, and Josh Hartnett's performance was rock solid. Do yourself a favor and ignore the very low reviews. This probably is about an 8 out of 10, but I had to give it a 10 to offset the 2 out of 10s on this website. 10 out of 10.
Oh, this is a great one. A lot to unpack. if we actually wanted to focus on this particular one, but I guarantee this guy knows where to get the best wings in town.
Oh yeah, to blow some.
Yo, guaranteed it.
Gotta
man.
hit him up.
Guaranteed it. Yeah.
All right, our second 1 out of 10. This comes to you from 2-Ton Yoda. Might be
hard.
Might be like a heavy set gentleman, maybe.
With keys off the belt loop.
Another stinker churned out by the Shyamalan poop factory. Thanks, 2-Ton Yoda. Okay, he says, or they say, his movie is good for all of about 4 minutes. The first 2 minutes when you believe you're going to actually watch a good film, and then the last 2 minutes when you're so incredibly grateful that it is over. Shyamalan actually writes something watchable about once a decade, and this sure isn't that. This one was even worse than Old. The dialogue was so canned and predictable, I felt like I was in a college film class. The constant cameos from Shyamalan in his films and always trying to turn one of his family members into some type of star. Not a realistic character in the whole film. I cannot believe the crap Hollywood churns out these days. Take the camcorder away from this child already. 1 out of 10.
Okay. We're going to get into it a lot more. I think that in each one of these, positive and negative reviews, there's going to be some truth behind it.
Yeah. I might proposition you if we could switch to end on a 10 out of 10.
I'm down for that because you clearly have something. And
I've got a good one for you at the end, okay?
Yeah, I'm in on that.
All right, so let's get our last 1 out of 10 out of the way. Mary Quite Contrary says, here's my daughter, suckers. This was a ploy, a trap, to showcase his daughter and launch her career. What a terrible movie. Josh was good for what he had to work with. A terrible plot. So many plot holes and weird characters. Why was the friend's mom psych ward crazy? That's a good question, Mary Quite Contrary.
I agree with that.
Why was the profiler 103 years old?
I also thought that.
And why is the dialogue so artificial and awkward? If there's an emergency, the SWAT team will prevent it by not letting thousands of men leave a stadium? The nonstop songs we had to sit through for this arrogant writer and director, totally shameless promotion. Never again, M. Night. Nighty night. We are through. 1 out of 10.
Oh, I pulled our nighty night too.
I was hoping for Mary to say nighty night, buttholes tight.
Keep your buttholes tight. Yeah. There's definitely a common theme with the daughter. I didn't even realize it was his daughter. And
I didn't either.
I guess she played a major role. I didn't think her performance was absolutely horrendous.
No, I actually think her acting was, and she sings okay, but it just felt like, why couldn't we just get J-Lo?
Okay.
Like, why couldn't we just get some? You can't find a B tier, singer that can rock it out.
The movie was, in everybody's eyes, a train wreck. You really want to add J-Lo to a train wreck?
She would have elevated it, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. She's a dumpster fire.
Oh man, I don't mind the J-Lo.
Yeah, well, I do like the eye candy. Okay, I give you that.
And her dancing, she's the best singer, and she looks awesome, and she dances amazing. It would have been dope. All that filler would have been just like, oh, nice, we get another J-Lo song. This is sick.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Premature puzzle. I'm sorry I had to drop that, but it felt relevant.
It was good.
All right, last 10 out of 10, and not least. BRK Baby 2000 says, oh, this is good. Just like Red Lobster cheddar biscuits good. I don't know if anyone doesn't or is not aware of what Red Lobster biscuits are, but they're pretty tasty.
I don't know what they are.
Okay, well, I think a lot of Red Lobsters just went out of business, but There's a few of them out there. If you get a chance, eat their cheddar biscuits. They're tasty. Okay. BRK Burke Baby is comparing Trap to Red Lobster biscuits. I enjoy a good mystery, a good psychological thriller, and a film that's not littered with fake bloody guts. Ignore the lame reviews. I don't know if those viewers are so brainwashed by Netflix teeny bopper horror flicks or if they can't appreciate storylines that don't satisfy and solve in the first 10 seconds, like some influencer's TikTok clip. But this story is awesome. Seeing Josh Hartnett in the title role, still working that smoothness from 20 years ago. Moving that ear-length hair away from his eyes was tantalizing.
No way that says this. Oh, this lady's going to go sit on her washing machine. Good God.
But now, his character is the parent of a teenage kid. Same here, twinsies. And then I don't get this reference, but she says, that's so fetch. Is that a new slang that my old man brain can't figure out?
I have no idea. I have a 4-year-old, so we haven't gotten that far yet.
All right. Well, that's so fetch, because I've watched him in flicks for years. Sure, some of the shiitake his character pulls off seems kind of ridiculous, but for goodness sake, people, it's a flippin' work of cinematic fiction. Do you hate on Disney movies because it has some motherless, bright-eyed princess using the English language to have conversations with her animal BFF?
Oh.
No, you don't. So just calm down. I also loved seeing Haley Mills again. And how cute. This movie is Trap, and I love her from Parent Trap. I'm so corny.
Oh, this is clearly a female.
Correct. Anywho, the last third of the movie had consistent, oh, no, you didn't moments, causing my heart to race again. Actually, you're going to find out that it's not a lady.
Oh, no.
Oh, and the concert? I felt like I was there, dancing and eating soft pretzels and enjoying the great atmosphere, but still feeling nervous because of my secret social anxiety that causes me not to want to be around thousands of screaming people.
That does not say that.
Yes, it does.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And when the FBI called the butcher the unsub, I felt like raising my hand like a child in class to scream, Oh, Mrs. Teacher calling me. I know what that means. Countless hours I've spent watching and rewatching Criminal Minds has really paid off.
I knew she was going to bring up, or he was going to bring up Criminal Minds.
Now I'm an official member of the BAU, who also moonlights as an SVU detective in Manhattan and a hard-hitting fake lawyer who is actually pretending to be a Harvard grad and a bubbly, scarf-knitting, cupcake-baking singer-narrator of my own life, school teacher that is living in an LA loft with 3 guys. So yeah, I'm pretty busy. Don't be a butt and watch this movie. 10 out of 10.
Oh my God. If there is any possible way to sit down for a review of movies in general with this human being, I would be all for it.
Oh my gosh. If we could get BRK Baby on the show right now, it would make my day.
Beyond, like, if we could have a 2-ep just strat chest where we're just spitballing back and forth. Oh my God. Are you able to comment on the comments?
I don't think you can on IMDb. You can just either thumbs it up or thumbs it down. That's all you can do.
We need to go in there and post and say, hey, we do a pod. We'd love to have you on. When are you free? I'm dead serious.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can make that happen. If you're listening, BRK Baby, hit us up. You ready for should or shouldn't you watch this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's 5 reasons why you should or shouldn't watch Trap from 2024. If you have any more, please add to them. Number 1, if you really like mediocre pop concerts, this one's for you.
Okay.
Do you disagree with me?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Second.
If you're a diehard fan of Shyamalan's, or maybe even a personal friend of his, then this is for you.
Which I am. I wouldn't say diehard, but I'm like, I'll probably reference all his movies. I don't know if we'll do it this week or next, but
Okay.
I'm a fan.
Okay. If you wondered where Josh Hartnett went, this is for you. Number 3.
But I still don't know where he went.
I don't
just
know.
know he's back.
I don't know where he went after this. Number 4. If you like Shyamalan twists, then I would suggest watching The Sixth Sense, and not this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a little more predictable for sure.
Yeah. And number 5, finally. Actually, I don't even have any more reasons. I struggled to get 4. So do you have any more?
That's fucked up. No, look, I do feel like this is a very watchable movie, and I think you nailed it. Like, if you like M. Night Shyamalan, I think that you will enjoy this. If you're hit or miss on M. Night Shyamalan, you're probably not. Your expectations are always going to be The Sixth Sense or Signs, or some of those absolute just bangers.
I agree.
This is not going to be for you.
I agree. I'm kind of in that camp, probably.
I would say so, yeah.
All right. Any other reasons? Since you seem to I'm thinking you were liking this a little bit more than me. Any other reasons that I missed?
I would say Hartnett. Like, I'm a fan of Hartnett. So if you like Josh Hartnett, I think that while he was given dialogue and cues to go off of, and so there's only so much as an actor that you can do with that. But I do feel like this really kind of showed his ability to take something that is maybe beneath him and try to elevate it. So if you're a Hartnett fan, I think you'll like this.
All right. Fair enough.
I said try to elevate it.
Try to elevate it. I agree. Yes. I agree. All right. Let's get into by the numbers.
Blank.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
All right. What do you think the production budget was for Trap?
I mean, it was all in one place pretty much. But I would imagine there was still a fairly high budget. So I'd probably put it around 80 million.
Whoa. It was, I got 3 conflicting numbers. So I'm just, okay. I got one that said 30, one said 35, and the highest one that I saw was 40.
40. So it's probably around 35. That's surprising.
It is.
I didn't even know movies could be made for that anymore.
I agree. Especially
like every time we do this, it's usually 80 million to 150 million. It's crazy.
Yeah. What do you think it made at the worldwide box office?
I mean, look, it had 130,000-ish reviews. So it had to have done at least close to its number. So I'd probably put it at about 38 million.
No, higher.
Really?
Yeah, domestic. It made 42. Internationally, it made 40. So a total of 83 million, dude.
Wow.
So it doubled its budget.
But isn't that surprising that it would pull, and it almost tripled its budget? Like when you look at how bad the reviews were, that usually pulls that down pretty quick. I think if you would have went to them and said, hey, you're going to do over 80 million on this, they would have been signing every contract every which way.
Yeah. And you know that he finances his own movies. So that also, I mean, he's just making...
He's got enough for a few more movies.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think he really cares. He just wants someone to buy it and market it,
Yeah, release it. Yep.
Correct. Speaking of releasing it, while being distributed by a major studio, Warner Brothers, Trap was allowed to resume filming under an interim agreement during the SAG strike as M. Night independently financed his own films. So he was able to get around the strike by saying, hey, this is my money. I'm just making an independent film. That I respect about the guy.
For sure.
And here's just a kind of a juxtaposition on Trap. Here's a reminder to you. I forgot this, but The Sixth Sense, I brought it up already. I'm bringing it up again, and I'm probably going to bring it up next week, but it obviously brought him international fame and was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I do. I just remember the hype around it. Like the twist was so earth shattering that I just remember people say, and nobody gave it.
No,
like everybody was just like, you won't see the twist coming at all. And I didn't. And nobody broke on that. It was just a cool, I guess, time. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I don't understand why stuff like that wasn't spoiled either. Because now I can't open my phone without getting crap spoiled on me. Anyway.
Yeah, or like a Snow White movie where memes just destroy it.
Even before it's out.
Before it's out. I mean, the girl dug her own grave, but at the same time, the memes that are coming out are incredible.
And they're using AI to like make her say things that
like Sling Blade.
Like Sling. Exactly.
Biscuits on the fries. Oh man.
It's so bad. Well, I only have one more number, and then we need to turn it in and wait till next week for spoilers.
Okay, let's do it.
It's just body count. What do you think the body count is? I'm going to tell you the number once you guess, but I'm not going to tell you who they are because I want it to also come up in puzzles next week because I didn't think anyone died.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I could think of was the SWAT guy that he jammed his thumbs into his eye.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, that's one of them. Should I spoil the other one? That according to this person, they think that this person died in the film. The lady he pushes down the stairs.
Oh.
There's no way she died.
That's unconfirmed. Yeah, that's unconfirmed. And she only fell down like 7 fucking stairs.
Yeah, also, if someone's poking my eyes out, I'm alive still, dude.
I'm blind.
Well, yeah, I'm blind.
That ain't killing him.
Yeah, no, I mean, now we just said them all, but I don't agree. I think the body count is 0.
Yeah, I would say it's 0, 100%.
Yeah. Unless you're not counting all of his previous victims.
No, but that we don't. That's unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. Okay. Well, anything we need to bring up before we move to next week?
Look, I'm going to say go watch it and join us next week.
Okay.
Like I know that the reviews are mixed. I get your sense. I still think at the end of the day, you're going to soften a little bit and say, okay, yeah, this is a very watchable movie. And it was maybe a little long in the tooth. Like it probably shouldn't have gone as long as it was. But I think this is really a watchable movie. So go out and watch it.
All right. Well, at this point, there will be spoilers up ahead. So if you want to watch something else and then come back next week and join us for a breakdown of Is This Really How Serial Killers Smile? From 2024. I'm on the social medias. I dare you to message the great Popcorn Priest at Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with the movie lover in your life for the cost of a cup of coffee. You can help the Popcorn Priest support his movie addiction and allow him to keep giving you these labor of love reviews by going to patreon.com/Popcorn Priest for details. Lastly, the easiest way to support the show and the most free is like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star review. Easier than getting out of a concert that was made to catch you in a large arena. As always, thanks for listening. And thanks to my special guest, I just set a trap for the Popcorn Priest Sacklunch.
Can't wait to get to the next week, man.
Join us for next week for part 2 of Did I Do That? From 2024. We'll see you guys next week.